Hello there, welcome to Alvarez's Diecast Customs. Today we're going to be working on this Matchbox Ford Mustang GT. It's a great looking little model, this one to begin with. Not too keen on the metallic black paint, but other than that it's a good looking little car. Got some plans for this one, so let's take a closer look at him. Brand new out the box. Let's get this thing opened up. Yeah, it looks really good. Pity about the chrome interior. Not too keen on the metallic black. Seems to have a plastic base along with that. Yeah, some really nice detail to this one. Quite like the wheels as well. So let's get on with taking this thing apart. I like to start off with this 2mm drill bit. I've got the masking tape wrapped around it because that's the depth I can go to with the screws I use. And then we go up to this 5mm piece as well. So we'll start off with the 2mm. As you can see, it's already got little divots into the post there just to center where we put the drill. Start off very slowly with the drill. Just let the tool do its work. You don't need to force it. We take that to a certain depth on the front and rear posts. Just switch over the drill bits, go up to this 5mm bit, and we'll take the top of the head of the post. Just clean that off with the remaining bits. You can see where I've drilled in to begin with. And then we just use the 5mm bit and very slowly just work it into the top of the post. We just only need to take the head off here. You don't need to force it. And there we go. That's what you're left with. The car pops apart very easily after that. There's the interior piece. Has the front grille and the rear lights attached to it as well. And there's that window piece. Won't be needing to do anything with that. It's as good as it is. Just going to drill those posts out a little deeper with the 2mm piece. Going to take it right up to the masking tape, which is my guide for my length of screws that I use. There we go, that's ready. Get on with stripping it now. Get my pot of paint stripper. Just dunk that one in there and mix it up. I leave it for about 30 minutes to an hour. Once it's sort of soaked in there and stripped for a while, just pull it out and chuck it under a water tap and scrub it off with an old toothbrush. And this is what you end up with. This is just cleaning it off and going over quickly with a wire wheel. Came out quite neatly, to be honest. I'm just going to get on with some filing now. Just like to take some of the edges back on these models just to smooth them out. And it's just a small sort of rough edge on the bottom seals here. We'll just work those off. Just around the wheel arches as well. And then just around the windows, just sharpening the edges up on that. To be fair, this casting was really good, much better than the Hot Wheels that I'm used to. Matchbox certainly put their effort into their castings by the looks of things. Really struggled to find any flaws with it, to be honest. We're just going to remove the wheels because we'll be painting those. I'm actually going to keep these wheels on this build. It's actually quite nice wheels that it comes with. I will be painting them though, just to bring out a bit of extra details. We just clip these wheels out with the little teeth that hold them in, with just use some side cutters, clip those off. The wheels come out nice and cleanly. This chassis piece actually got some body details on it as well, sort of body work. I'll be painting those in the body colour. There you go, around the front there, and just on the rear there. So I'll be doing the chassis on that one body colour. There's those nice looking wheels, better than the Hot Wheels stuff you usually get. There's that interior in the chrome. We'll be painting that. Never keen on the chrome stuff. So I sent this off to paint, and here it is, it's come back. There you go, I've done a nice sort of classic green, reminiscent of the old Bullitt Mustang. I did the base as well in the same green. We also painted the wheels in some satin black. And also the interior piece in the same black too. Can get on with detailing it. I was asked in a previous video what brushes I use. These are the ones I use. They're just standard Tamiya brushes. Come in a pack of 3, and they've got 3 sizes ranging from small to thick. The small one's perfect for these small details on these cars. I'm just going to be picking out some of the details on the body with some Revell silver, like the door handles and the one wing mirror that this car has. Also the side lights on the rear. Notice the technique I use for painting with a steady hand. I sort of support my other hand with my painting hand using my fingers. Gives you a bit more control for painting these things. Otherwise, I find, certainly for myself, my hands just shake like crazy. Painting in headlights as well. Now I'm just going to be detailing some of the chassis details on this. It's quite a detailed little chassis as well, to be fair. A lot of sort of things on there you can pick out with the paint. We'll just go over that. Nothing over the top, just quite understated, sort of simple look. My intentions with this whole entire build really was just to show that you don't need to go over the top. You don't need like sort of molding and putties and things, or even wheel swaps to that extent. You don't need all that to bring out a good custom on your cars. This literally just had a complete repaint. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. There you go, just painting the front grille and the rear grilles as well with the lights. There's the rears. There's the front. Get on with painting some of that interior as well. So I'm just going to go over the seats and some of the other details with some matte black. Just quickly go over those. As good as the satin is, it's not really the finish I wanted for the interior. Just doing the interior seats as well in the same matte black. Let that dry off. Now with the wheels, I just painted the center areas with Tamiya metallic grey. Go around and do all 4. There we go. Now in order to bring out some extra details in some of the things I've done here, I'm using this Citadel Nuln oil. It's basically just a dark wash. I like to go over the entirety of the chassis. It really highlights some of the details I painted on that one. There you go, that's done. Let that sit and dry for a while. Also just go over the rear tail lights and also the front as well in the same wash. Also give the wheels the same wash treatment too. I also just want to pick out some extra details on the body as well, so I'll be using this Molotow chrome pen. I like to use the helping hands to hold the body steady while I do this. I want to go around the door sills here. Just picking those out in chrome. And there we go, that's done. I also did the bonnet pins as well. I've sent it off to clear coating. This is after a coat of clear coat. Everything's sealed in. We can get on with putting this thing back together. I did some extra details on the wheels here off camera using the chrome pen, just going around the rims on it. Picked out some of the extra details on those. There's that interior. I went over the seats with a clear gloss just to bring out sort of a leathery, shiny look to them. And just some extra details on the front and rear. I used Tamiya clear red for the tail lights and just went over the bumpers in the chrome pen also. There's our window piece. Not a whole lot done to that. I just picked out the windscreen wiper details with the chrome pen. You can get on putting this thing back together now. I like to use these 5mm self-tapping screws. They screw directly into those holes I drilled previously. Nice tight fit with them as well. There we go. Before I reveal it, let's take a look at what we started with. As it was a great looking Mustang. Just not my sort of colour that I'd want out of it. I really wanted to go with sort of a Bullitt Mustang style. Although it's not the same model of Mustang that was used on the Bullitt car, I just thought it would go really well with it. And here was what we ended up with. Came out great in my opinion. Nice simple sort of custom. Just goes to show you don't need a whole lot of things. For the body paint, I used a Halford's matte grey primer. Then went over with a metallic green, and then went over that with the clear gloss. It was all from spray cans as well, no airbrush involved, just straight out of a can. It's all about how you prepare it, and you just need a bit of patience with how you paint it. Just don't go heavy. You can see some extra details I brought out on the hood there, just painting those little scoops in silver. Also gave the headlights a bit of a non-oil wash as well to sort of bed those in a bit better. Really smart looking car in my opinion now. There's those tail lights with the clear red Tamiya paint. Always turns out great painting onto silver with those. So another great one to add to my collection here. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it, or if there was any things you'd like to see different on it. Also, if you've got any suggestions for further builds and whatnot, always give me a shout, guys. So let's have a look at Super Sonico and see what she's got for us next time. Oh, what's that? Nice. Let's have a look at it. It's an old Matchbox Ford Cortina. Looks like it was originally bronze and been painted over with some appalling silver paint. It's looking tidy overall though. Nice. Looking forward to getting on with that one next. Thanks for that. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.